Hi everyone, welcome to Dharma Earth's Dose of Dharma, and this is your dose of Dharma for today. So after we understand that the Triple Gem is of tremendous help to the world, then we talk about taking taking refuge in the Triple Gem. Okay, so what is taking refuge? It means that, okay, because of understanding that the Triple Gem, the Buddha, Dhamma, and Sangha, brings about great benefit to beings. So when we recognize the Triple Gem and when we accept it as a great help and we utilize the Triple Gem as our help, as our refuge of the mind, such acceptance is taking refuge. Okay? This kind of acceptance is taking refuge. And when we accept the Triple Gem as the greatest help available to us, then we become, if you are a lay person, we become a upasaka, a lay person, a lay disciple. Okay? He is also called a Buddhist at this point. So, how many kinds of taking refuges are there? Taking refuge, there's two kinds. One is super mundane and one is mundane. Super mundane taking refuge means when a person enters the super mundane path. That means they attain at least the first stage of enlightenment, first noblehood. Then wrong view and skeptic doubt will never arise in their mind again to hinder the acceptance of the Triple Gem as the greatest help. Okay? They will have no more doubt in the Buddha, Dhamma, and Sangha. So such a person establishes themselves in the Triple Gem without a special undertaking. And this kind of undertaking is called supramundane refuge. And for the worldlings, what we call the putujanas, the normal people, the unenlightened beings, how do they take refuge? By recognizing and developing faith in the Triple Gem. Okay, because of listening to the Dhamma or association with noble friends. Then the friends lead them to have faith in the Dhamma, and after that, ultimately, they have faith in the Buddha, Dhamma, and Sangha, and acknowledges them as the greatest help available to them, as a great medicine. Okay, then they take refuge. So this kind of taking refuge is mundane taking of refuge. Okay, like that. So usually, people, Buddhists all around the world, they take refuge in the Triple Gem by reciting Buddhang Saranang Gacchami, Dhammang Saranang Gacchami, Sanghang Saranang Gacchami. I take refuge in the Buddha, I take refuge in the Dhamma, I take refuge in the Sangha. Okay, in the presence of a bhikkhu, or in the presence of a monastic, or by undertaking it by themselves. Okay, and then there are some other ways of taking refuge. One type is by giving determination or giving notice, like what we see a lot in the suttas. So many lay beings, lay devotees of the Buddha. At first, they were not devotees, but after listening to a talk by the Buddha, and they say, "Oh, wonderful, wonderful Buddha, wonderful Buddha! What you have said has open light, has brought lightness to darkness, and things like that." And they say, "From now on, please, may the Buddha accept me as a pupil or disciple of the Buddha, Dhamma, and Sangha." Like that. So this is also one kind of taking refuge. But usually in Theravada tradition, people recite the three refuges and the five precepts every day. Another type of taking refuge is a mundane taking refuge is by paying the highest respect to another by accepting them as the greatest help. Like that. So paying such respect also becomes something like a taking refuge. And the next type is giving custody or offering of the life to the Triple Gem. for the purpose of overcoming samsaric suffering and gaining all mundane and super mundane pleasures. Okay, like that. When we talk about paying respect, and when we take refuge by paying respect to the other person, accepting them as the greatest help. So, in the Buddha's time, if somebody worship the Buddha in consideration that the Buddha is a relative, then this does not result in taking of refuge. But if they worship the Buddha by understanding that the Buddha is the greatest help to them, will help them to relieve them from the sickness of the mind, then that is taking refuge. Okay, so there's a little bit difference in this. That comes down to our daily practice as a layperson. So one very good practice is to take the 3 refuges and the 5 precepts every morning, if possible. And then after that, go to work and things like that. But no, not only that, some people stop at that. That's very good already. But if possible, then try to practice Dhamma and develop qualities for as much as we can throughout the whole day. And that will be more beneficial to you as a Buddhist, as a disciple of the Buddha. And to be able to let the Dhamma brings about its benefit to you in your life, in your present life. Okay? Okay, so that's much about refuges. Okay? So hopefully when we understand this, and when we take refuge, we understand the meaning behind. The deep meaning, not just like the meanings on the words, but the deep meaning behind taking refuges, taking the Buddha, Dhamma, Sangha as our refuge, and ultimately, hopefully, increases your faith, your faith in the Triple Gem, and with this faith, we shall will be able to practice and develop meditation and good qualities of the mind diligently, and ultimately, may the Triple Gem bless all of us to be able to attain path, fruition, and nibbana as soon as possible. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.